Hi everyone, I'm Regina Brown, and today I want to talk about something that doesn't usually get much attention, but has a huge impact behind the scenes in healthcare: provider credentialing. More specifically, how choosing the right insurance plans for credentialing affects patient access, billing, and clinic performance. Credentialing should not be treated as a formality. It should be managed strategically. When the wrong plans are chosen or delays happen, it harms patient care, causes denials, and slows down operations. Instead of reacting to problems, organizations should lead credentialing from the top down using data, clear priorities, and accountability. That shift turns credentialing into a driver of growth, not a bottleneck. Choosing the wrong plans has consequences. A 2025 report from Health Affairs showed that 17% of initial Medicare Advantage claims are denied. Over half of those were later overturned, but providers still lost about 7% in revenue. And these weren't always coding errors. Many were due to credentialing delays. The provider did everything right, but the claim was denied because the credentialing didn't process in time. These issues hurt revenue and patient access, especially when they happen over and over. So how did we get here? It often comes down to old habits and fragmented systems. Credentialing is usually assigned to admin or HR, while billing, compliance, and leadership stay out of it. But they're all affected when credentialing breaks down. Small issues like a missing diploma or license delay can snowball into major billing problems. As Medwave and Dressler and Elgin point out, fragmentation and poor communication are top reasons credentialing fails. One of the most powerful shifts a clinic can make is to use payer mix data to guide credentialing decisions. This report shows which insurers your patients actually use and how much revenue they generate. When clinics credential providers with low volume or slow paying insurers, they waste time and delay care. Focus on high impact plans will lead to faster onboarding and a smoother claim flow. Credentialing shouldn't live in one department. It should be shared across HR, billing, compliance, and clinical leadership. When everyone owns a piece of the process, delays are caught and resolved quickly. Shared tools like checklists, timelines, and team updates help prevent the classic, "I thought someone else was handling it" problem. Elrod and Fortenberry talk about how health systems succeed when they target services around their community's needs. That applies to credentialing too. If most of your patient base is enrolled in Medicaid, but your providers are credentialed with private insurers, you're out of sync. By aligning credentialing with the local insurance landscape, clinics become more accessible and more sustainable. Patients often pick insurance based on which providers are in network. Houston and colleagues found that limited provider access was one of the top concerns during insurance enrollment. If your clinic delays credentialing or misses the mark on which plans matter, patients may go elsewhere or delay care. This isn't just about billing, it's about the patient experience. Let me give you an example. A rural clinic in Kentucky was dealing with billing delays and poor patient access, even though their providers were credentialed with several plans. They ran a payer mix report, and nearly all of their patients were using just three payers: two Medicaid MCOs and one Medicare Advantage plan. They shifted focus to those three. The result? Faster onboarding, fewer denials, and better access. By letting data lead the way, they solved big problems without adding more work. Now let's talk about how to make that success intentional, not accidental. Credentialing affects revenue, staffing, and patient access, so it needs to be treated like any other operational function. Set credentialing timelines, just like you set hiring goals or budget deadlines. You wouldn't wait until after a provider starts to decide how to pay them, so why wait to make sure they can bill? When organizations track data like enrollment delays or payer gaps, they make better decisions and stay aligned with growth goals. This isn't just about checking boxes, it's about working smarter and being ready for what's next. So, how do clinics fix this? Leadership must own the process. That means reviewing payer mix data quarterly, assigning credentialing checkpoints across departments, and tracking onboarding timelines like you would revenue or staffing. Be proactive, not reactive. When credentialing becomes a strategic function, it protects your revenue, your providers, and your patients. Credentialing cannot be an afterthought, not when it determines how quickly patients get care, how fast providers get paid, and how well a clinic functions. First, match credentialing efforts to your actual patient population, not just popular insurers. Second, share accountability. Credentialing success depends on the coordination between billing, HR, compliance, and leadership. No single team can do it alone. And finally, lead with structure and data. Use payer mix reports, timelines, and clear templates. Make credentialing part of your strategic planning, not just something you fix after a denial. At the end of the day, credentialing is not just paperwork. It's the front door to your practice. So start treating it like it's the business decision it truly is. Pull the data, set the timelines, and build a credentialing process that works for your patients, your providers, and your future. Thank you. Any questions?